Welcome to Game Sports.
I'm Robbie the Rocky,
and I'm in Good Night.
and this is Game Point.
No fingerprints.
Yay!
We back up in the house, man. How you doing, Robbie the Rocky?
Tough Talk Tuesdays. Fired up as always. You got it in me, you know, fresh to death like $1,000,000. Fired up like always. How you doing on Good Night, man? How your Tuesday going on this Tough Talk Tuesday?
Hey, man, my Tuesday's always gravy, baby. I'm happy to be here, happy to be alive, struggling and striving, man, trying to get that past in my life and just
Amen.
Thing, you know what I'm saying?
Amen to that, man. Amen to that, man. Amen to that. I can't be mad. I can't be mad at you there, old Good Night. But you know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to all them youngsters out there, man. Shout out to all y'all youngsters, man. Championship games was this weekend for the high school level, youth level. Glad to see some of y'all. Some lost, some won. But just remember these words. It's a game when you go on the field. It's a game when you come off. Just remember them words. Shout out to all my guys in Northern California. I told y'all I was going to give y'all a shout today. My Richmond Steelers, my Oakland Dynamites, Chewy, Nate, all y'all, man. As y'all go on the road to Nationals for the Snoop Youth Football League, man. Love y'all, man. Be safe out there. I'll be out there supporting y'all as well. And then we got some local high school. Tell me about this local high school, man.
Okay, man. Well, shouts out to the Colorado All-Star teams that's getting ready to go out of town and do their thing. You know, we got a South and North or East and West, one of the two. They about to go out of town and do their thing. Shouts out to the people that put that together. Shouts out and good luck to these Colorado youth teams out here about to go out here and show and prove for Colorado.
Yes, sir.
Do their thing, put the CO on the map.
Bring one back.
The 303, the 720, and whatever else is around this piece. You know what I'm saying?
Debate Denver, we out there.
Hey, but
yes, sir.
For sure, man. We gonna give a real congratulations to Cherry Creek High School. They just won it a three-peat. Out of I think 4 out of the last 5 years they've played Valor in the championship, but they won 3 in a row, man. Doing their thing. Shouts out to Cherry Creek High School and them doing their thing, man. You know, they coach Dave Logan.
Heard he's a legend out here, brother.
Man, this is his 10th championship.
10 championships, Hall of Famer out here in Denver, Colorado. Probably the most winningest coach, probably.
I'm pretty sure.
He's the most winningest coach. What else do he do on the side? Don't he work for like the Broncos or somebody like that, though, Logan?
Nah, Dave Logan works on the radio, man. He works at 85 KOA, man.
KOA, he worked for the radio station. Shout out to Dave Logan, man. Congratulations to the Cherry Creek. What's the
Cherry Creek Bruins, man.
Bruins, okay. Yeah. I try to keep up a little bit on the local. They impressed me. That's one of the little high schools that impressed me, you know. Valor, they impressed me, you know. They got a nice little running back over there. I don't know his name because, you know, I don't keep on really like some of the local kids, but I tried my best I could in high school. I do like the little kids. You know, we keep up on the little ones. We don't know too much about high school.
His name is the running back. His name is Miles Purchase.
Man, you really impressed me, Miles.
Miles Purchase, man.
We got any offers? Where you going?
He's going to Iowa State, man. He's
Iowa State?
Yeah.
Woo! Hey. They have some boys out there at Iowa State. They got nice running backs. They gonna put him running back when he plays
cornerback. He playing corner.
Play corner.
We got a video of Miles Purchase, man. That's a hell of a name too. You know what I'm saying? Especially for a running back. You know, Miles Purchase. You know what I'm saying?
That sound like a professional name.
Yeah, you know he paid for it. I mean, shit. I guess they paid to see them Miles.
Well, let's check this video
put Miles on them. We gonna check it out.
2020 Max Preps Colorado High School Football Player of the Year. The 5'11", 175-pound running back and cornerback led the Bruins to their second consecutive 5A championship and 11th title in 19 appearances. On offense, he rushed 22 times for 256 yards and 4 TDs. But it was his job as a lockdown cornerback that set him apart. Purchase, an Iowa State signee, had a state-best 6 interceptions to go along with 6 pass deflections and 25 tackles in just 9 games. All victories, helping Cherry Creek increase its overall win streak to 23 games. In 3 varsity seasons, Purchase had 16 INTs, 114 tackles, and 18 pass deflections. Miles Purchase of Cherry Creek High School is the 2020 Max Preps Colorado High School Football Player of the Year.
with the shits, boy. That boy with the shits. Way the truth, boy. That way's the truth, man.
When you wear that number 1 on your jersey, it got to be for a reason. You know, you can't wear number 1 and just be average. You got to wear number 1 and be a savage. That young man put it down, man. Shouts out to Miles Purchase, the player of the game in the 5A state championship against Valor. Creek beat them 21-0. Everybody's been waiting for this game all year, but it wasn't really a game. Pure domination by Cherry Creek. Congratulations to Dave Logan and the Cherry Creek staff. They out there doing their thing once again.
I tip my hat off to them guys. Great guys. Great coach. Great program. Historical program. From what I hear about it, you know, I hear so much about them, and they showing me. I mean, they getting kids D1. We're going D1.
You going D1?
Iowa State.
Royal Gray says, man, you see that hit he had, man. He said the hit was explosive, man.
He with the shit.
Hey, he's with the shit.
He with that. He that one. I wish I could have got a chance to. We could have got a chance to go see me.
We could have won, man.
You don't take me to no game. You don't even take me to no games, man.
You know what you be doing, man. You talk all this now, and then when it's time to go, man, you want to sit around in your pajamas and, you know what I'm saying, eat food.
Yeah, you know, when you get old, man, you know, so geez, man, you know, we all ain't able to be out there that cold, man. Yeah. We all ain't, you know, man, it's Colorado, y'all. We 22 degrees.
What you talking about, man? It's been the best winter we done had.
I wore shorts the other day. How you wear shorts in November, y'all? How y'all in Colorado, December? We ain't got a snow yet. When we gonna get a snow? Knock on wood. It might come today.
I don't want it, man. I ain't trying to.
It might come today.
Hey, I ain't listening. But what's up, man? We moving on to the next, man. We're gonna talk about what's going on with
the NCAA college football.
Oh yeah, we got the Final Four. We got
the Final
playoffs.
Four is who you got.
The BCS Championship Series.
The BCS Championship Series. Now, let's break it down. I'm gonna say this. We got number 1, Alabama.
Yep.
Number 2, Michigan. At number 3, Georgia. And at number 4, Cincinnati. Now, let me ask you this. Before we really get, you know, we're not going to go so deep into it, but I got a question for you. Do you really think Cincinnati got robbed in this situation before we start talking about who we like and who we picking? Do you really think Cincinnati got robbed?
Why would they be robbed?
Okay.
Tell me
They
why.
made it to Cincinnati, didn't lose a game, right? I mean, they perfect, right? They didn't want Alabama and Georgia to play against each other again in a pre-semifinal. They wanted it again for the final. We all know that. It's obvious. It's fact, you know. But that's not. Do you think that was right? Did Cincinnati get robbed in this situation?
I don't think they got robbed. I mean, you know, we've watched teams like TCU that was undefeated that didn't even make it into the series, you know. So I don't believe that they got robbed, man. They in there, man, and just hope they show and prove. I mean, you're going to have to play Alabama or Georgia anyway. And Michigan ain't no slouch themselves. So, I mean, you're going to play a top-tier team. So I don't want to say they got robbed.
But I think everybody want to see another rematch with Bama and Georgia. I think Saban came in there. Baby Saban came in there, outcoached that coach. Georgia wasn't prepared for what Bama came with. But I just think that it may not – Bama may get upset by Cincinnati. I'm going to tell you why. They match up with them real well. They got one of the top quarterbacks in the nation. He might be in one of the top picks in the next NFL draft. So, but Bama got some, you know, you can tell Bama on a lightweight downswing a little bit. They ain't as powerful as they normally be. Where we know when Bama go in there, we know they gonna go in there and win it. We know just easy money. But right now, I just look at
they just went there and scraped the number 1 team, man.
I mean, but they caught them on their heel. They had them on their heels the whole game. And the coach, they got out. Saban out-coached Georgia. Georgia you would not even see that outcome or the even type of game when they play Georgia again. Georgia is more physical than Alabama. Bama just beat them in the punch. They beat them to the punch at every angle of that game. They just got out. They got out quick, and there wasn't no coming back from it. But Georgia going to be more prepared. I just think Georgia wasn't prepared for Alabama. They thought it was going to be easier than what they thought. That coach didn't prepare them guys right. But I guarantee you, if they see each other again, it's going to be this is probably going to be the best one we're going to see ever in our life. I can guarantee you this next game, that coach, he can't sleep right now. He got a chip on his shoulder, that Georgia coach.
He already had a chip on his shoulder. Man, his whole thing, it was like when Rex Ryan went to the Jets, and he went to go play the Patriots, and he said, one thing we're not gonna do is kiss the Patriots' ass, or we're not gonna lay down. This guy from Georgia, he had the same type of attitude going toward Nick Saban, Alabama. Mm-hmm. They laid down. They got beat bad. It was never a game, never a contest. So they might be going in there hurting. We're going to get to a couple comments. Johnny Doe said that boy's a beast for real, talking about Miles Purchase, and that's for sure. Charged Up Film says he don't think they got robbed, just got to play the BS sometimes. Mr. GG says, man, Bama been dope for centuries, and that's a fact. Bama been dope for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to see it to go to the SEC again. I don't want to see it. I want to see it to go to the SEC. So I really don't want to see Michigan. So I'm going with Cincinnati, man.
As your upsetter?
I'm just going with they undefeated. I wouldn't call it an upset. Yeah. Don't call it an upset.
I got Bama with a slim coaching situation. That's why I would take Bama if I had to ride this week with that in January. What is it, December 31st? Yeah. I'll ride with Bama. Georgia again, and Georgia will beat Bama in the national championship to win the national championship. And I'm saying it on Game Point right now. Saban, you won it when it counted, but it didn't really count. This is when it really counts. And when a guy got a gut in his stomach to where he won't sleep till he get that back, they coming. So you better strap your chin strap up. Georgia, Bama, championship game. And I'll tell you when it happens, I'll give you my prediction of the score. Till then, that's what I'm going with.
Until then, no win.
The SEC. The SEC, baby. What?
Are you kidding
what
me?
You got to say?
Are you kidding me?
They couldn't wear not if Cincinnati was in the SEC, they would have lost 3 games. Maybe 4.
Robbie A.
Maybe 4.
I'm gonna go with Cincy. And what about Michigan though? You ain't giving Michigan a shot? I mean, there's not much to think about, yay or nay.
You got me on that. Because I didn't think about your cousin over there, old Harbaugh, whatever, Jimmy Harbaugh. And Michigan is the truth. See, hey, we overlooked him. Cincinnati ain't got a chance. I overlooked Michigan. And I overlooked Michigan because they the ones that nobody even giving a damn chance. You got me on that. But it's not enough for the SEC. They don't got enough.
We got a question, and the question is by Royal Gray. Is Bryce the best Bama quarterback to come out?
Right now, out of the Bama quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Fuck no. Freaking no.
Who's the best?
Your boy, the Patriot.
Mac
better than him. Come on.
And Royal Gray says Saban always wins when it counts. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Cincy is gonna win.
And you know what?
And when it counts, Georgia and Michigan loses. I don't know, man. Bama, you just said Bama's on a downswing, and I believe it too. I thought Georgia was gonna go ahead and beat them, but I think in this Final Four that they're gonna lose.
Remember, we go back to the quarterback, right? I'm gonna say this: that Tua, I didn't give that boy a chance to even survive in the NFL. He doesn't even look like no NFL quarterback to me because he a lefty too. You know, he a lefty. They want left-hand quarterbacks for sure. But he went to Bama in that national championship. When he came and they came back and he came in that game, I was like, this is just a little freshman. That's kind of nice. Then he started being a man for a little minute. But when I was like, I look at him today, Tua, forgive me. Because I thought about you today. I said, man, I need to give that man a chance. They won 5 straight.
They won 5 straight for sure.
Won 5 straight.
For sure.
5 straight.
That's the best Bill Belichick disciple coach that there is my man out of Miami.
5 straight. Come on, man.
They was looking down like they was down in the dumps. But who you got? You got Georgia, right?
I'm going to go on
already picked them.
I'm going to go Georgia Bulldogs. Give me the Georgia Bulldogs to win it all.
You already picked them.
I picked them. I'm sticking with it. Like I'm sticking with my Golden State Warriors. I'm sticking with the Georgia Bulldogs. Go on, Georgia.
I'm going to go with the upset of the century, and I'm going to go with Cincy, baby. Cincy to take it all.
Georgia. It seems like yesterday.
Well, we gotta find a baby a Robbie A. We gotta get that thing going on around here. Oh man, what we got going on next, man? What we moving to? Let's move to basketball real quick and talk about your boy, man, Steph Curry, man, who you call the greatest shooter ever, man. That dude right there had a shot in the stands the other day. And we got a video of it, man. This dude could just shoot from anywhere inside the building.
No, he didn't get the one that he did yesterday.
Anywhere inside the building.
He didn't get the one yesterday.
Anywhere inside the building, Steph Curry is wet. You know what I'm saying? He's wet. So, I mean, what you got to say about your boy Steph before we get to the video?
I'm going to say this. Last night, I ain't never seen this in my life. For a man to throw the ball high as he can throw it in the sky, right? It bounced one time and then it go in the basket. I ain't never seen that in my life. I seen it. We've done it before. We could do it. Man, you could do that right in front of the basket. But it was like nonchalantly. I just threw it up. High as I could throw it up. And then it bounced. And then it went in the basket. I'm like, and everybody went crazy. I say, man, that's the best shooter in the planet ever, in the universe, ever in a lifetime. I don't think nobody would ever match up with this man ever again. Ever. Won't even match up at all.
Royal Gray says, he says the Warriors are fitting to be the NBA's version of the Dallas Cowboys. And that means they're going to fall off quick.
Why y'all hate the Bay Area so much? The Warriors wasn't even no talk of basketball last year. Now all of a sudden the Warriors ain't gonna be nothing. Now y'all know we win it. Y'all gonna hear it.
I'm already hearing it now.
No, you gonna.
Can we go?
Oh,
can we go to the video? I want to see this shot. I want you to talk about this shot.
Let's see.
Come on, Mully. You didn't know that?
Look at this shot. This is his pregame warm-up. Nailed it from the tunnel! He is closing on history to pass Ray Allen. Find out why we could see one of those.
Hell of a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Hell of a shot.
Hell of a shot.
Dubs on my sports car, man. Dubs on my sports car, man. Like I did a poll today. About I'm gonna stay on the 10th, but I did a poll today because we was in the Bay Area. The best high school basketball player I ever seen in my life. I did a poll, and when I got to the poll, Kelly, out of 50 people, you know who you think the best high school? I mean, you didn't live in the Bay Area, but you know some basketball players that came out of the Bay Area, don't you?
Yeah.
Like my personal person that I seen was the best basketball player ever was Jason Kidd. You know that guy, right?
I know Jason Kidd.
Right, and now we got a guy by the name of Chauncey Billups that come up locally, right?
Okay, hold on. I got a couple more comments, before we get up in here. Jamal Clements, man, shout out to my boy with the Opinionated Podcast. That's my boy, one of my boys. One of the best shooters to come out of DPS high school. DPS.
Since we on that level, since we talking, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, let a real shooter talk.
Yeah. Since we talking,
about no shooting. But he says he used to say it was Mahmoud just because he's one of his favorites. But Steph is the best shooter ever played a game. You know what I'm saying? Agreed. And I'm with that.
Now, back to my question I got to ask you.
Okay.
Chauncey Billups because he's local, or Jason Kidd? If he was like of a type of player.
To start a franchise, I'm going to start my franchise with C. Bill from the Hill, baby. What are you talking about, man? Mm-hmm. I mean, I've seen him up close and personal, man. Mm-hmm. And he did his thing. But J. Kidd, man, was another one of those guys who was a walking triple-double.
Yeah.
So you really can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
But I would say that Chauncey is a better defender than Jason Kidd.
Well, what about Chauncey and Gary Payton? I'm saying
you keep you.
I'm just saying like local. I'm just saying now because I thought about it like I was like me how we was talking. I think Chauncey and Gary Payton is on the same level. When you think
Chauncey and Gary Payton? No.
I think Chauncey could shoot better than Gary Payton, but he wasn't a better defender. Do you get what I'm saying? When you think Gary Payton could shoot he wasn't shooting no threes like Chauncey and going to the rack like Chauncey. Gary Payton was more of a facilitator, a defender. He ain't averaging 30 and 25 a game. Not Payton. Not like his son.
So I'm taking.
I mean, I'm just saying like in a friend, but Jason Kidd, the Jason Kidd comment to that.
Gary Payton was definitely a better defender, but not hands down. Chauncey Billups was a better leader as for a basketball team. Chauncey Billups went and led a team against the Lakers, who had Shaq, Kobe at the time, and went and beat them. Yep. He didn't have to go team up with the Lakers to not win one. He didn't have to go down to Miami where he ended up on the bottom of the end of a bench to finally win one. So I'm going to go with Chauncey Smooth Billups. The guy was a straight up beast. And him and that team in Detroit, they did their thing, and he was the ringleader, and he was the dude that kept it all together. And then also when he came to Denver, when we had Allen Iverson and Carmelo, we got rid of Allen Iverson, and he took us all the way to the Western Conference Finals, where we should have beat the Lakers in that series.
Okay. I mean, I can respect your opinion, but Chauncey Billups couldn't wear a Jason Kidd fucking jockstrap. Are you fucking serious?
Okay.
You look, like literally, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? I mean, I know you're a local guy, come from the hood. He come in. Jason Kidd is a different type of person. I see Chauncey, me and Chauncey Billups graduated the same year. Jason Kidd is 3 years older than us. He was a senior when we was freshmen. Jason Kidd would have. Those that's watching this, that seen both of them, know what I'm talking about. They two different type of ball players, and I seen both of them, but I'm gonna go with J. Kidd, and I ain't being biased. You know what I mean? I ain't being biased. J. Kidd got more accolades than your boy. That's all.
Building Grove says, man, Chauncey. Royal Gray said that Chauncey was a better floor general than GP, or I don't know if he's talking about J. Kidd was a better floor general than GP. Both of them are better floor generals than GP. Mm-hmm. Jason Scott says Chauncey with the Pistons. True. Facts. And Jason Scott also says that Kidd was another Pippen.
All I'm going to say is, I understand, y'all local guys. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Y'all local guys, y'all might have
both of them want a chip.
Both want a chip, but y'all might have.
Only one was MVP.
Yeah,
that was from Royal Gray. Yeah. That wasn't from me.
Yeah. But I mean, y'all local.
Jamal
Clemens. We different. Y'all local.
Jamal Clemens, he played.
I mean, you got to look at.
He played with Chauncey.
You got to look at like.
I mean, it's not even local. That's
no. I'm gonna say, if we go compare something like that, Chauncey didn't play with half of the athletes that Jason Kidd played with in high school in high school, and that's facts. I'll put $1,000 on it. Right now,
high school.
Yeah, we talking about. What I'm saying.
We talking high school. But hold on, they both was in the Pac-12.
They both went to Cal. Chauncey stayed local. They both stay local.
They was both in the. They
stay local. Both stay local. Both stay local.
Competition. High school may have been different, but competition was equal.
I know
Hold on. Competition was equal in college. They both played in the Pac-12. Both played the same team.
No, but Chauncey.
No, it's not.
Jason Kidd was playing against Shaquille O'Neal. Chauncey wasn't playing no goddamn Shaquille O'Neal. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Are you kidding me?
Get the fuck out of here.
Are you kidding me, though?
Get the fuck out of here. Shaquille O'Neal. Jason Kidd got put out in the first.
Smooth edges Kidd because he could score. Kidd couldn't shoot.
Kidd can shoot. Kidd had a little nigga. Kidd had a jumper. He had a nice little jumper. What you mean?
I think when he was coming out of college, they was calling him Acing Kid because wasn't no J in that jumper.
They not kidding around.
I think I did hear that. I think they used to call him Acing Kid.
I wish I had my band. I wish I had to be fired up.
They in there. They in there.
They
in there. They don't want to speak.
Ain't no Bay Area in there.
But hold on.
Chauncey.
Kidd was better than Billups though. Kidd was a way better defender than Chauncey though. That's from Royal Grade, man. I mean, it's
nah. Don't be biased though.
I'm not being biased. That's just what I see. If I was
facts.
If I was to start a team, I would start with a prime Chauncey Billups rather than
Jason Kidd was the all-time assist leader. Everything. You serious?
What did he do?
He was one of the top assists.
What did he do?
You can Google it right now. He got more assists. He's one of the assist leaders.
What did he do?
They won a championship. He didn't win with the Nets.
Oh, he was wild. You know, he didn't win no
Dallas with the Dallas Mavericks.
In his prime.
In his prime. He started off with Dallas, and he came back to that. He won it.
No, in his prime, he didn't win it when he was with. He didn't win it when he had Jamal Mashburn.
Yeah, they was rookies.
Jamal Mashburn and Jackson.
That's Michael Jordan.
Hold on, he didn't win. Hold on.
Think about Michael Jordan.
Hold on, he didn't get close to winning it.
Michael Jordan
didn't get close to winning it. Didn't get close to winning it when he had a young Kenyon Martin. He had a young I'm not even gonna go there with you.
The bad boy. Then you gotta think about San Antonio. You gotta think about San Antonio came in after them.
Hold on. Another comment. You want to talk about somebody who played Shaq, right? You want to talk about somebody who played Shaq, right? Is that what you? That's
I'm
what,
saying Shaq in college, not no goddamn NBA. Duh. Everybody plays Shaq.
Shaq was better.
I'm saying you playing Shaquille O'Neal when
you playing Shaquille O'Neal in the finals, and you win the MVP. But hold on, remember, the Smooth was the MVP in the finals after beating Kobe and Shaq in their primes.
I love Denver.
But
I love it. I love y'all, Denver. I love y'all.
Hey, and Jason Scott said Kidd was an excellent support player.
He was excellent.
I mean, but hold on. It's cool when you say, "Oh, he played Shaq." Jason Kidd was playing Shaq.
He played against Shaq.
Did he beat Shaq in the finals?
No, he didn't beat no Shaq.
Did he even get to the finals when Shaq was there?
He had a player. I said, nigga, don't even go there. Don't even go there. You better not.
What you talking about?
Jason Kidd ain't never had no team but maybe when they won it with Sean Marion and them. That was the only time he ever had a team. Chauncey had Rasheed Wallace, Hamilton. Do I gotta keep going? I could keep going if I need to.
You can name one more player.
I mean, like Ben Wallace.
Yeah, that's all. Name somebody.
Look at the supporting cast he had.
What's different than King?
He had a supporting cast that he didn't have to do nothing. Rip Hamilton was making all the shots. All he was doing was the facilitator. I can do that, man. You can do that.
This is the dumbest shit I've heard in my life. I'm not even gonna go there. You talk about bias bullshit.
That's bias. That's you bias.
We move on to the next, man. Shout out to all the people that's commenting.
Thank y'all.
Because we couldn't be there. We like y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment, repeat, retweet, and do it all again. Always, all the time. I am M. Goodnight. That's Robbie the Rocket. We here at Game Point Sports, but we gonna keep it moving because this bias bullshit that he's speaking is no facts.
But fuck it, let's talk about your goddamn Broncos then. Since you want to be funny. Now since I'm so biased, let's talk about these Broncos. What happened this weekend? Don't talk to me fast, talk to me slow.
Royal Gray says 13.6 boards, 9 assists, kid versus
don't worry about that. Yeah. But like I said, let's get on this football, man, this weekend. Man, with some fired up games.
Some good games.
Detroit. Shout out to the goddamn Detroit Lions. No fingerprints.
They got off the snide.
Y'all got off. Y'all stunk. Y'all was the first team in football because y'all got 45 ways right now the Detroit Lions can make the playoffs. 45 things got to happen. That ain't gonna happen. You put a dollar on that, you might win $1 million.
It ain't about to happen.
That ain't gonna happen. Minnesota just lost. Green Bay.
They gotta win.
They gotta win every single game, and like the Niners gotta lose. Minnesota's gotta lose. But shout out to the Detroit Lions. But I ain't getting you off the hot seat. What about them? Let's talk about them goddamn Broncos.
Let's talk about
these goddamn Broncos. Look, how you look when he does the Cowboys. Let's talk about these Broncos. Don't tell me.
It's real funny.
Hey,
it's real funny because I believe your team didn't.
I don't care, right? We talk about these.
Okay, let's talk. Don't
try to get away from this conference.
Let's talk about them. We lost. We lost for the 12th time against the Chiefs, 12 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Look like the Chief owners right now, but we back. We held them. I believe the 13 points offensively. Hey.
Did Teddy was it
Teddy Bridgewater's not the answer.
Okay.
Teddy Bridgewater's not the answer, and that's being seen. That Teddy Bridgewater's not the answer. We had a quarterback. I mean, we will be on another level, but we don't. So it's another year. Me as a fan, I want to see us win. But me as a fan, I want to see us lose also because I want to. No, not even really good pick. I want to see Vic Fangio, Pat Shurmur, Teddy Bridgewater, all out of here. So if we win and we make it look respectable at 10-7 or 11-6 or whatever, then they're probably going to keep these guys around.
And it won't be good.
So as a fan, I always want to win, but as a
business point of view for the future, you try to build for the future.
You're trying to get some of these guys out of here. It looks like Fangio is not worried about being a head coach. He's worried about being the defensive coordinator.
Okay.
I mean, Ben gave up the responsibilities of calling defensive plays and just be a better head coach. You can't call challenges off of pure emotion. 20 play drive, you got to get some points. And it was said that Teddy Bridgewater was in the wrong. He should have been in the shotgun. In that 4th and 2 on that 20 play drive, he should have been in the shotgun instead of under the center. If you have a head coach that's on point, he's gonna call that timeout. He's gonna get that timeout call. Teddy Bridgewater's not the answer. Vic Fangio's not the answer. Pat Shurmur's not the answer, but we do have a talented team, and we're going to be on the rise. Jamal Clemens says he feels the same way about his Raiders to get rid of everyone. But you always want to see your team win, with
that comment right there.
Building Grove says 20 plays and no TD. That's weak. That is weak, Building Grove.
With your boy on the Raiders, your Raider fan, y'all won't win nothing with Carr. He has to go. The whole organization, that trash ass organization, got to go. Y'all need to start from scratch.
Are we talking about
the Raider? I'm just saying. I just want to throw that little comment in.
Everybody still comment on your Broncos.
But back to these Broncos though. I'm going to say this, good night.
Bill DeGroat says, get him out of here. Raymond Webster said, it's a team that needs better leadership.
You're right, Ray Charles. I'm going to tell you this, Kelly. Did you see some suspect-type calls in that game this weekend with these referees?
In
y'all game. We talking about the Broncos right now. Did you see anything like suspect, like the momentum shifted, like y'all could have had something, but y'all didn't. They didn't. It was one crucial time that y'all could have been having something, but
I'm not blaming anything on the refs. And this picture of Teddy Bridgewater that's up now, he needs to stop flexing, man. Like get this guy up out of here, man. Teddy Two Gloves is not it. But I can't blame it on the ref. I mean, only questionable call was maybe the Kelsey fumble, the Kelsey catch, and it was ruled incomplete. That's the only one I could see. But we're not gonna blame it on the there's no way you can blame it on the refs, man. We lost that as coaches. What they say, what Tupac say, coach staff. He said as a record label, organization, staff, and everybody. We lost that as coaches, staff, and everybody. We got work. The fucking Chiefs own us right now. It's a big hurdle to get over, but I see it's getting over in Denver. Did you see something?
I mean, I you know, y'all was playing it. I had, you know, stuff going on this weekend, but I kind of glanced a little bit and watched a little bit. I was just seeing that it was in Kansas City. Kansas City had a lot to prove. Y'all didn't play like y'all wanted it. That's what I got out of it. Y'all tried, but y'all just didn't. It's like it was something wasn't there. Y'all wasn't clicking. Like y'all, you know.
We wasn't clicking offensively. Defensively, we kind of held our own.
Yeah, y'all held y'all own. But Mahomes for 22 points, y'all held y'all own. I mean, and in this environment y'all was in, the situation y'all was in, yes. I'll take that, yes. But y'all didn't play with like y'all wanted it. That's what I felt out of what I watched.
And to what you're saying, Royal Gray says Bridgewater is way slower than he looks. And he says Bridgewater seemed to be uninterested, and that's kind of what you like. He seems that way. And Tim Patrick is. I'm not even gonna go into these comments because it just gets into a lot of hating going on, and definitely can't blame the L on the refs is what Bill DeGroat says. Jamal Clemens says, man, the league wants to see an AFC Championship game with KC in New England and NFC with Tampa and Green Bay. Raymond Webster also says, Teddy is the quarterback you need till you get the staff to develop a franchise offense, not just a QB.
Makes sense, Ray. It makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense.
What do you think about the comment saying that the league wants to see KC in New England and Tampa Bay and Green Bay?
I mean, it ain't what the league want. It's going to shape up to what it's going to be. Yeah, you know, that goes into what I'm about to talk to after we finish with this this question you just asked me. They're both on course to clash anyway. That's why it looks like the league, no.
I will say that the Arizona Cardinals are going to have to say something about that.
I don't think the Arizona Cardinals, okay.
But hold on. And we'll get into that. We're going to get into that. But let's get into this. Let's get into Belichick. Best coach ever to do it. And I'm not a Patriots fan. Only coach with the guts to say we're only going to pass it 3 times. One time, it was a one pass up until their last scoring drive, where they passed it twice. Would any coach that you know would scrap the game plan and say, we're just going to run the ball and you have to stop this. We're going to make you stop this. I mean, this is
you want to hear what I got to say?
This is why he's the greatest of all time. What?
And don't laugh. Those that know me, in my coaching history, I can run 4 plays. Can you stop it? I'm going to keep running until you stop it. You know what's coming. And it was making me so mad on my fantasy last night.
Oh, shit.
I got Buffalo defense, and this joker just running through. He just ran. I don't know if it was just cold. They couldn't tackle. I was thinking maybe it's just too cold. They can't. They don't. That the cold and them hitting. But them running backs was running hard through them holes, and they was hitting them holes. They was getting 5 a pop, and I'm sitting there like Buffalo can't stop water from running tonight. Then it froze up on me. But I like Belichick, great coach. He's gonna be. I think he's the coach of the year. Best coach of the year. One of the best coaches I've ever seen in my life. Going definitely go down as one of the all times. You could put him on a level of Lombardi and them. You could put him on that level.
Oh, he's past that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you could put him on the levels of them type of great. When we 60 and 70 years old, we gonna still be his name gonna still be ringing bells in the NFL. You get what I'm saying? But love the guy. I'm voting him as coach of the year, best coach. He brought that team with a rookie quarterback. That's coaching. That's good coaching. You coaches need to learn from Bill Belichick. You need to learn.
Royal Gray says maybe Bill Carroll would have might try to pull something off like that. And maybe Bill Carroll would have, depending on who was the quarterback. But let me speak as far as Belichick. Belichick doesn't put his players in positions to be unsuccessful. He's the type of coach that makes sure that their players are going to be successful in whatever they do. He's not putting too much on Mac Jones. He did just enough to be successful. On the running backs, on the line, on the defense, he does everything just enough for these players to be successful. And he brings out the best in these players. And these players trust on what Bill Belichick is going to say and trust on what he says. And then they go do it and execute it and see that it worked. So, I mean, I got to give my shots out to Belichick, not for just being the coach of the year, the greatest coach of all time. And he's another guy that should be giving coaching clinics when he retires. He should be coaching. He should coach. Because the dude is great at what he does.
So, right now, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, and we got them Patriots sitting at number 1 with the number 1 seed if the playoffs was to start today. Patriots. Now, if you, I know outside of your Bronco, you got these 2 teams, Kansas City Chiefs and the Patriots. Who is your best team? Who you going with to be the number 1 seed?
As of right now in the AFC, if we going with records, I believe it's the Patriots.
Patriots number 1 seed.
But I mean, as the season goes on,
do you think they get that number 1 seed?
No, I'm gonna go. As the season goes on, I think KC will get them.
KC get that number 1 seed.
Yep.
They clicking on all cylinders. They won 6 straight.
They're not clicking on all cylinders. But,
that's what's scary.
But what's dangerous? Yeah, go ahead. But what's dangerous is that we've never seen a KC defense do what they're doing right now. In the past 4 games, they've been given an average of 11 points in the last 4 games. They've given up an average of 11 points. When this offense starts clicking and if this defense stays on point, I don't see too many people beating them right now. Andy Reid is also a great coach too. He's not on the level of Bill Belichick, but he's a good coach also.
Andy Reid is a great coach. Yes, sir.
Let me get to some of the comments real quick, man. You got somebody said, "What's up to you?" Maurice Brown say, "What up to you?" Bo says, "Man, he told me and you, I guess, about this running game." He did mention something. You know, it should go through one ear and out the other. But I listen. Jamal Clemens says, "Josh McDaniels is a hell of a play caller on offense. He is. Can't stand the guy. Get his ass up out of here. Hurricane Josh is what we call him around here because he turned our shit all the way upside down." Raymond Webster says that Belly is just about to win. He's true to the game of football and will switch it up and can coach to whatever style, new or old. He's the GOAT. Maurice Brown says the Pats. He says KC is weak. And Bo says McDaniels might be the greatest play caller ever, too, though. I think Andy Reid would have to say something about being the greatest play caller.
No fingerprints.
No fingerprints.
And no evidence. I think Shanahan better than
He's a great play caller, too.
Shanahan. Niner. I ain't gonna talk about my Niners, man.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, yeah. We talked about the Broncos. You laughed. You thought it was funny.
Leave my Niners alone.
Let's talk about the Niners, man, who lose to a lowly Seahawks team. You got the New England. No, that's an old one. That's my bad. That's my bad one. But we got New England. We got the Kansas City, man. All in the 1 and 2 seeds. No, hold on. We got New England, Tennessee, Baltimore, KC.
They lead the division leaders.
Yeah. So we got all.
Are y'all still in the hunt, the Broncos?
Tennessee, they lost that run.
That game kind of hurt y'all, this last one?
It hurt us, man, and we lost too many AFC games, man, probably to bounce back. We lost too many games within the division to bounce back.
So Cincinnati get y'all seed now, huh?
Well, Cincinnati, I think they're still in front of us, but we played them. We can beat them. We can overcome them.
We played them this weekend.
But we lost to the Raiders. We lost to a lot of teams that are ahead of us, or the Raiders aren't ahead of us, but we lost to a few teams that are ahead of us. So that's hurt. That's what's gonna hurt us. But let's talk about who the MVP candidate is. The MVP candidates.
We got Brady.
You want to talk about the NFC playoff race?
We're gonna talk about our MVP.
Let's talk about the NFC playoff race real quick.
Okay.
And then number one, you have who's number one there? Arizona, right?
Arizona Cardinals.
And then you got
Green Bay. You got Tampa Bay. And you got Dallas.
Dallas is out of here.
Dallas is out of
here.
But as we talking about these teams, we got two of the greatest, maybe even three. Well, we got some up and comers. We got two up and comers, and then we got two greats. Two greats that may not be here in the next 3 to 4 years, but these up and coming, the ones behind them, will still be here with the torch. So when I look at everything, I narrowed it down to two people: Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Now, we going in the playoff season. Tom Brady got all those weapons. Aaron Rodgers kind of remind me of a Belichick quarterback. No. He makes whatever receivers better.
That's an Elway.
Yeah, it's Elway. It's Elway.
The mark of a true great quarterback is a quarterback who makes their receivers better than what they are. And Aaron Rodgers definitely does.
And for the poll today, our question of the day: if you was riding in the playoffs right now, are you going with Tom Brady? Or are you going with Aaron Rodgers? We want to hear y'all comments. But now let's keep on talking about what we talking about.
We was talking about the NFC playoff race, and I think everybody is sleeping on Arizona. I think Arizona.
You like them,
well, let me tell you why. One reason why I like Arizona is because Kyler Murray missed 3 games. Hopkins missed 3 games.
Running backs out.
And they're still number 1.
And you know why? I'm going to tell you why. You know who have a big part of that? And that was the stupidest thing the Pittsburgh Steelers could have ever done, was get rid of that Connor. Connor is on a tear. That boy get 2 tubs a game. I like him, but I don't see them. They don't have enough for a Tom Brady. If it came down to it, I'm going with Tom Brady. If it came down to it, Aaron Rodgers already beat him.
Were those guys around?
Those around. There's around. Aaron Rodgers, the MVP. Aaron Rodgers. I said it before the football season started. You're my witness. I said they gonna win they going to the Super Bowl. You're my witness. Aaron Rodgers is the guy.
He's the guy.
He's the guy.
I'm gonna go with Arizona winning the NFC, upsetting one of these 2 guys, if not both of them, if he has to.
We number 2 seed. Well, they number 2 seed. Green Bay.
So, I mean, they is. So
you know what I mean? Green Bay's, Tampa Bay's. You know what I mean? And so and then the Cowboys, they with the Cowboys 8-4. Do they even win a division? They got a 90% chance to win the East. They
might not win the division. Washington have won about 4-5 straight. So they might
came in there and bust the Raiders in the mouth. They might
not even win their division.
They bust the Raiders in the mouth.
Royal Gray says, man, he's wondering how Atlanta is in the playoff contention. I don't know how they're in playoff contention. That's just how weak the NFC is at the bottom, at the middle and the bottom. To answer to your poll question, Jamal Clemens says Brady, he's always has the refs in his pocket. You have to factor that.
Like LeBron, like LeBron, like your boy LeBron.
That could be a fact. Royal Gray says they're stout in every section. Who's stout in every section? Arizona? Is that who's stout in every section? And Royal Gray asked a question: has anyone ever actually found an answer to Kyler Murray since he came into the league? He's uncanny, and I believe. That's what I'm saying. Kyler Murray.
It's a saying. It's always a blueprint. Don't you think these coaches get paid money in order to contain that type of quarterback in their division? So, I mean, like I said, hear me out.
They slap y'all around.
Hear me out. Motherfucker was running, excuse my French, they was running that read option. Oh, we couldn't stop it. RG3, Kaepernick, Lamar, look at Lamar Jackson. They couldn't stop it. Now, all of a sudden, they got a little bit of blueprint on him. They start dwindling down. Our defenses start catching on to it, start dwindling down. That stuff won't last. But I'm going to tell you one thing you can't teach and you can't beat is speed. Now, that's one quarterback that run like a rabbit, Jackrabbit. That boy moves. He's small and he can move. He can get away. He's short. He can get away. He can move. That's one thing, mobile. But defenses, they build defenses for quarterbacks like that in their divisions. So that's why I say, I give him a few years, you won't be seeing that. He going to work on his passing game. His passing game going to step up better than his running game.
He passes pretty good right now.
He can throw that pill.
Royal Gray says his success is overlooked. Johnny Doe says, what about... He said he just bullshitting about Warren Moon and Randall Cunningham. But he says that Tom Brady for the W. Raymond Webster says Arizona's only weakness is playing at home. If they can come in on the road, they're dangerous. I think you kind of overlooking the Cardinals, man. I mean, he's definitely
they in our division. I'm not overlooking them.
He's definitely gonna have to be some greats.
But
that's how you become great is by beating the greats.
He got to knock down at least one of them.
And I think Arizona has that type of team that can do that.
Well, he going to have to play Brady first, and then he going to have to play Butcher second. So he going to have to knock both of them down to get there.
I think Kyler Murray's going to win the MVP. I think that the Arizona is going to have something to say about this dream matchup that we watched last year.
I'm sticking to my script. I'm taking Rodgers, and they're going to the Super Bowl. Okay, I'm sticking to the script. And if I'm never, I can't say I'm always right, but I ain't never.
You don't think the NFL wants to see the Brady Belichick ball? If they want to see anything, I think that's what
they want to see. LeBron and the Nets. But that ain't looking too well. It's the beginning of the season, so we don't know. They might be catting off, too. You know what I mean? I think these teams be catting off.
Oh. Jamal Clemens says Green Bay would be too cold for, I believe, Kyler Murray to do his thing. But, hey, the NFL season is shaping up, man. First year with 17 games. There's 5 games left. And there's a lot of people alive. And there's a lot of people alive in both conferences to make the cut.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I'm just excited and ready to go. Raymond Webster says Arizona, they're undefeated on the road, and they won them all by 20. Where do you see that at?
I don't know them statistics. I don't see them statistics, but they probably did. They've been blowing. Yeah, but they ain't been playing nobody on the road. They've been playing blowing.
Oh, y'all. Oh, my bad. My bad.
They didn't beat us by no Tuff.
They probably did. They
crazy.
Probably did. The players, Royal Gray says the players must have knew something special about him because the team volunteered to join him on his quest. Kyler Murray's a beast, man. You sleeping on just because he's in your division rival, you kind of hating, but it's okay though. It's okay though. You hate on the black quarterbacks.
No fingerprints. No evidence. No fingerprints. You know what I mean? No
like we say here on the AHRR Network, we like you to subscribe, like, comment, retweet, repeat, and do it all again. You know how it goes here on Game Point Sports, man. I don't even think we ain't gonna take no break today, right? We ain't gonna take no break.
Ain't gonna take no break.
Right through it. But we got one question before we get up out of here. This is Tough Talk Tuesday. We want to hear what everybody's biggest fear is today.
What's your biggest fear in life? You wanna know my biggest fear?
Yeah.
My biggest fear is my family, not my kids, my family not having the things they need in life. I fear that, things happening to them, death, protection, being, my fear is something happening to me dying, my kids dying. That's my fear. It's like, you look at every day, anything can happen. We walk out the door. I fear walking out the door some days.
I think,
you know what I'm saying? Like life, just life in general. I fear life in general, walking out the door some days, not knowing I got you against me. I got the women against me. I got the police against me. I got everybody and their mama against me, but not with me. So that my fear is a police officer beating on me or shooting me or my kids getting beat up just because of the way because us men. We marked every time we walk out the door. I'm a right or wrong.
We marked, but that's not my biggest fear. I've learned to adjust and I've learned to live with that. My biggest fear probably is just getting shot in the head and hearing my skull crack. That's my biggest fear.
I don't want to die. So I lost a couple partners. Go good night.
Oh, and we got a quick question before. There's a big news that's going around right now here locally on the high school team. Last year when we had Coach Lindsay on, we had Coach Lindsay on the show.
Okay.
After they won their championship with Montbello High School. Montbello High School is about to reopen, and as upon reopening, they're making Coach Lindsay reapply and re-interview for his position as head coach there. What do you think about that?
That's just part of protocol, their district standards. That's what they have to do. He ain't going nowhere. So it don't matter. He's not going. Coach ain't going nowhere. He's a legendary coach out here. That coach is not leaving them kids. There's no way in the world they take that job away from that kid, that man. They just started a new school. That's their policy. You got to re-sign up. That's just life. That's district life. That's what they do.
Hey, and that's what
he ain't going nowhere, y'all, so don't worry about that.
I don't think he's going anywhere, but I don't think he should have to reapply either.
Johnny Doe say, my fear is disappointing my family, especially my kids. I feel the same way. Like I say, good night, 2022, man. Let's make a pact, man. Me and you be better men, better fathers. Try to for our families, our kids, our loved ones, our friends. Just be better men. All y'all out there, man, be better. 2022, make a pact. Us black men, us white men, whoever watching, female, male, whatever. Be better for our kids, our families. You know what I'm saying? Be ourselves. Forgive ourselves for the things we didn't do right and move forward, leaving in 2021. Move forward and do better. That's all I ask. That's my fear. I want to be better. I want to make sure my kids, they got something to offer. I got something to offer them.
And Charged Up Film says he got a fear of heights. A lot of people have that fear. A lot of people have fear of spiders and all kind of crazy things. Mr. DG says they bogus. Are they making the white folk reapply? And yes, they are making the white folk reapply also. Mm-hmm. So, like Robbie the Rocket said, it's protocol.
Protocol, you got to do it.
That's what they doing. Mm-hmm. But I think, those guys with the Montbello staff, football staff, those are the people that fought to get Montbello open back as a school. So
gave them. Mm-hmm.
So I just feel that, some things should be grandfathered in. And that's one thing that should be grandfathered in because they brought a lot of pride. They brought a lot of things to the community of Montbello that was lacking for a long time. Mm-hmm. So, and they brought school pride back to the far northeast, which we all call Montbello. So, If anything should be grandfathered in there, they should be there.
They should be them. And their whole legacy, the whole family, for the bring it all the way down. They is Montbello. They are, you know. Mm-hmm. And a shout out to Coach, man. We love you over here at Game Point, man. We love to have you again. You know what I'm saying? We can run into you again, talk some of that stuff, talk that walk and walk that walk, you know?
Yeah, for sure, man. And shout out to everybody who's commenting. Like
appreciate y'all.
Y'all make the show go.
If it weren't for y'all, we wouldn't be working this. You know, y'all helping us out. Thank y'all.
Y'all make the show go. But like we here on the AHRR Network, we like you to subscribe. We like you to hit that notification bell. So every time the AHRR Network comes on, you'll see what's on. They got all kind of different kind of shows going on, different kind of things. But here at Game Point, we like you to like, share, comment, repeat, retweet, and do it all again. That's Game Point. Oh, hold on. Royal Gray has a fear. Let's see. His fear is not to see his kids live their best life.
Amen.
That's a fear.
And you know, next week we might have a special guest on, so tune in. We're gonna talk about what we're gonna talk.
And Raymond Webster says that's why they're putting the protocol first, so there's no questions when the ship comes that way.
Makes sense.
And like we say, man, I ended the show. I brought it back. You know what I'm saying? Like we would like you to like, comment, share, repeat, retweet. So we just repeat it, hit it back again, retweet it. We doing all again.
And subscribe.
Everybody, man, and with your best fears. I mean, with your fears, man. Those are all interesting things. And everybody seems like, except me, had something to do with family and that's great things from you men, man. So right on for checking us out. Right on for tuning in to Tough Talk Tuesday. Next week, man,
we have a special guest coming in next week.
We got a special guest coming in. We're going to be talking about the cuffing season.
The cuffing season. It's getting cold. I'm trying to cuff on something, man. It's getting kind of cold, baby. Out here freezing, man. My blankets ain't keeping me warm, man. You know what I mean? It's ugly out here, man.
Cuffing is the reason.
But on that note, my nigga, no fingerprints. We out.
Peace.